Hello.
Hello.
This is a short video on how to de-stress quickly and effectively. Understanding that stress is a buildup of energy in the wrong parts of the nervous system, and it goes into the muscles, and the muscles start to get tight and seize up. This is a problem from non-activity, situations where you have a sit-down job and you're not moving enough. The movement discharges the energy. It's stress if it's not moving, if it's building up. So there's a condition called oxidative stress, which goes into your cells anywhere in your body and in many areas when you are not breathing adequately, which is common, most people don't. The cells themselves are waiting for oxygen. Every cell in your body, 50 trillion of them, need oxygen all the time. And when they're not getting it, they are suffocating, literally. And they put out panic signals that when you have an accumulation of many, many cells suffocating, you get these more and more of these signals, and it creates a whole wave of what feels like anxiety and panic. So it's really a question of oxygen. Carbon dioxide is building up by the cells being alive, and if it's not discharged by exhaling the breath, that level rises and the oxidative stress rises even further. So exhaling is very important, and then bringing in oxygen so that the cells are no longer suffocating. This is at the very basic level of our physiology. So let's go with how to breathe to replenish our oxygen supply. In most people, stress builds up in the upper section of the lungs because we are not moving this area. We might breathe a little bit here, a little bit in the middle, and if you just look at how you're breathing, you'll see why you're getting stressed. You need to stop and do complete deep breathing, which is a yogic phenomena of like this. And because of our lifestyle, sitting at keyboard or whatever, looking at things, your computer screen, papers on your desk or something, we don't move this area. And because this is not moving, this upper section of the breath, because of lack of motion, the muscles in this area get tense, tight, to the point where it'll actually restrict the circulation because the veins and arteries are going through this area. And when the muscles are too tight, it constricts or kind of squeezes the veins and arteries, and the blood flow to the brain itself gets limited, creating another problem with the brain, and thinking becomes more cloudy. So this motion, exaggerating it, you can do this sitting in a chair. You don't have to be sitting in a yoga pose. But you want to sit with the back straight and not be slouched. So bringing in some torso movement, so you're bending a little bit, helps the lungs to expand and contract. You can move your arms whichever way you want for this. So now focus on your exhalation, squeezing out all the air. It's the buildup of carbon dioxide in the bloodstream, and then it piles up in the lungs, and everything goes into this situation of too high a carbon dioxide content. It turns your body into an acidic state, contributing to more stress at the physiological level. So exhaling everything out. Cleansing breath in yoga is done after a complete breath, where you're taking as much in as you can, you're bringing the shoulders up and back, and then you blast out through the mouth while slouching. So this is a slouching posture. It's allowed here in this case. The slouching compresses the lungs, squeezes everything out. If you're sitting like this all the time, then your lungs don't have the room to fill up because they're being compressed. So a good posture in general sitting and for the deeper breathing. Now let's take our head, because this area, which is the one that gets most stressed in people, is connected to the trapezius muscle that's in the back and going up your neck. So it's holding your head in place. Again, you're not moving, you're looking at the computer screen, and stress is building up. The muscles are not moving. They're designed to contract and expand, not just to be stuck in one place. It becomes stressful, and we feel it as stress and anxiety. So take your head and take it to the sides. You can also lean to the sides, and we're connecting this again with the breath and with the exhalation. The exhalation is letting go. Automatically, you're letting go carbon dioxide. You're letting go energy in the form of stress. And psychologically, you're releasing something that you might be uptight about or worried about. Question?
One question about the breath. I inhale and exhale through my nose, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We make the exception with this cleansing breath,
Breath.
where you're breathing in fully through the nose and you blast out through the mouth. Now, the purpose here is of getting everything out. And if it's through the nose, most people can't get it out fast enough. With yoga practice, we do the Nasarga Bhastrika. That's through the nose, and it opens up all of your air passages. But for the purposes of quickly de-stressing, it's this blasting out. So we're going side to side, in breath in the middle, let everything go to the sides. In breath and out. And you're focused on feeling this motion, feeling the breath in and out, which gives your conscious mind a break from overthinking, which is another level of stress at the mind level. So focus on the feeling of your head kind of swaying one side to the other. In breath and out breath. And in and out. Okay, now just rotate your head around loosely. And on this one, feel your neck, and if you have reservations or you haven't been doing any movements, go really gently, easily, and check out your body's own resistance. Oh, it doesn't feel good to go there. Well, don't go there. Just go a little bit. It's just a matter of moving. The moving is taking the muscles into their place of contracting and then releasing. Okay, more active poses to discharge the stress from various parts of the body is moving the whole body. Simple position. We'll do this one on all fours. This is called a tiger pose. And it's bending the whole body up and down like this. Again, when you're sitting in your chair at the office for hours, you don't get this motion at all. Everything stagnates. Muscles get tight and your internal organs begin to get stressed. So this one, breathing in while dropping the belly down, head and tail up. Exhale, arching the back up. Head and tail go down. In breath and out breath. Easy enough to do. It's literally moving your whole torso and all of your digestive organs, your autoimmune system, the elimination organs, your sexual organs are all inside here. And they're being moved when you do this. They're being moved. The fluids in and around them are being pushed and moved along and circulated. And all of that fluid has a higher level of oxygen because you're breathing deep. And every exhalation is getting rid of the carbon dioxide, which is a stressful, pollutant, kind of our exhaust fume We need to let that go. Okay? We take this a little bit faster because in the case of stress, more dynamic movement is using up more energy. Okay, we change this motion to the sides. It's called a tigress. You don't need to know the names of them. You just need to follow along, and we go side to side. We bring in the breath in the same way. We're inhaling here in the center and squeezing out to the side. In breath, in and out. Keep the breathing deep and strong, and the movement just as far as your body wants to go. Okay, doesn't take a whole lot. So now let's come up to a standing position, whichever way you can easily come up. Coming up, standing, and we'll take the motion into activating muscles. A couple of simple Dundal exercises. Dundals are bodybuilding, so they're using the energy that's in the muscle to contract and release the muscle, which stimulates better muscle tone, better strength, and even muscle growth if you take it further. So just imagine you're taking a barbell and you're lifting it up, and you're engaging the muscles here, the biceps in this case. Take a breath here. Now we're going to make a double action by pressing down, and on the downward press you're contracting the triceps muscle, resisting with the biceps. So we're working both ways, and we take the breath in between at each end. Okay?
Can you explain how we do the breath in Dundals? Like, because it's different.
The Dundal breath is taking in a full breath, and then you kind of close your mouth, pucker up the lips, and you're pushing the air through a mouth that's kind of closed. So again, exhalation is through the mouth, and you're having to push because your mouth is closed. This increases the air pressure in your lungs, puts more oxygen into your bloodstream, which then de-stresses the cells wherever they are. So, in breath, take an in breath at the top, and pressing down. In breath. In breath. Okay, that's enough of that one. Carrying on, we're making this a fast, compacted routine. Now we take the arms and we're going to take them around in big circles. And again, connecting with the breath, so it's in and out. For the sake of keeping things equal and balanced, I've done 9 in that direction. Now we reverse the direction. And contemplate what I said about tension being held in this area. So we're moving the whole area with this. So the arms, the shoulders, the upper chest are all liberating, moving, and letting go of the stress that they've accumulated. So we go the opposite way, front, up, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. It's the same number on that side. Now we do another little motion that's discharging psychological stress. We're kind of pushing negativity away. It's a little bit of a warrior action. We take in a breath with our hands here and we push away the stress. We push away the people who are bothering us, just doing it mentally. Someone you have a hard time with. Push away on the energetics that are negative. Take in a positive flow of energy and push everything negative away. Then we end off just by a little bit of bouncing and shaking, loosening up. You can still be breathing as you're doing this. Remember the rule of oxygen, carbon dioxide. You need to eliminate the carbon dioxide, bring in more oxygen. Anytime you do this, you're balancing yourself out and discharging stress. So we just do a little bit of bouncing, let everything loosen up, everything we've done, muscles we've used, they all go back to being really loose. And shake any way that feels right for you. Make a dance out of it if you want. Okay. That should de-stress you. You can go back to work now.
Thank you.
Okay. Do it.